My name is Victoria Regan. I own Valley Canine Training in Lumbee. I do group dog hikes and dog walks as well, and also training programs and basic obedience classes. This is Nala, my long-haired German Shepherd. She's 2.5 years old. She helps me with doing reactive work with other dogs, and she's really good at tracking as well. Yesterday I was doing a group dog hike at Cousins Bay in Vernon. I had 5 dogs with me, and there's 4 large dogs around 100 pounds each, and then there's a small dog as well. We were walking down to Cousins Bay, and I heard the sound of a rattlesnake, and I looked back and I saw that there was a rattlesnake in the grass, and the one chocolate lab, who is about 80 pounds, she looked like she got bit by a rattlesnake because she started to lick her paw, and I saw that she was standing right over the rattlesnake, so I called her away from it, and I looked at her paw and it was bleeding, so I figured she got bit by a rattlesnake, and I had to get her back to the car and to the vet as soon as possible. I just finished the pet first aid course 3 months ago, I believe, and if I didn't take the course I probably wouldn't have known what to do, because in the course we talked about rattlesnake bites, because in the Okanagan they're popular and a lot of dogs do get bit by rattlesnakes. So Simone taught us that we should try to carry the dog if it's small enough, and try to walk to the car, not get the dog to run if you're close enough to your vehicle. But in my situation we were 3 kilometers away from my car, so I figured that time was more important than anything. So the first aid course taught me to get the dog to the vet as soon as possible and to treat the situation as an emergency. In the situation, since I knew what to do, I was a little bit more relaxed because I knew what steps to take and what to think about, what was important in that situation. I kind of ruled out the important things like carrying the dog and walking the dog. Those weren't options for me, so I was actually able to think about that, and then I knew that the last option for me would be just the time is important, getting them to the vet as soon as possible. And the pet first aid course really told us kind of what steps to take in an emergency situation. For my business, it's an asset because it is a qualification that I am pet first aid certified, and I know what to do in these type of situations. It's an asset because when an emergency does happen, it can save a dog's life, and I think that yesterday, knowing pet first aid did save that dog's life. And the pet first aid course with Simone, for anyone that has a pet or works with animals, it really taught me what to do in any situation if a dog is hurt or if a cat is hurt. It was a fun course. We were able to bring our own dogs, which was nice to have a hands-on experience with a live animal, because if an emergency did happen, an animal wouldn't just lay there still. We learned how to deal with dogs if they're in pain, and cats if they're in pain, and how to properly bandage them, what to do in emergency situations like snake bites and hypothermia and stuff like that. The course was great, and I would definitely do it again in the future.